Hello, this is Virtualis the Chess Noob, learning and having fun with chess. I just love the giraffe attack. And the main reason is just because of its silly name. I imagine an angry giraffe rushing the enemy at the beginning of a battle, causing mayhem and leading to victory, as was the case in this game. Please enjoy. So I had the white pieces in this game, and I managed to win this game at the end of a 5-game losing streak. So I was really pleased to be able to play the Vienna and win. E4, E5, knight C3, the Vienna, bishop to C5, which is the Anderson defense, and of course the giraffe attack, queen to G4. You can imagine the giraffe has an angry queen immediately wanting to poke a hole in the enemy king's defense. Now, in this position, the best move for black is to play knight to f6. However, in this game, my opponent made a mistake, played d6, opening up that diagonal, thinking they were attacking my queen, not recognizing that, let's take that off, not recognizing that the queen is attacking g7. And this does not address that threat, and so queen takes g7. And after this, pretty much the only good move for black is to offer to trade queens. We trade queens, and pretty much at the end of that sort of opening salvo, right at the beginning, queen just goes rah and decides to attack. An angry giraffe, basically whacking the kingside defenses. What this has led to is a hole in black's position, and that fact that they are down one pawn. And a real interesting thing for white is that from this position on, I only need to develop. Try not to play any silly moves and stuff up, and generally it's quite easy to play for white. So bishop out, very sensible, sort of natural looking position for that bishop. They push a pawn, that's fine. Develop the knight, natural position. They play a pawn move, that's fine. I push a pawn as well. Let's get that chain of central pawns. They try to, put pressure down this file. That's okay. The other bishop's out, attacking that knight, defended by my knight. And here they make a blunder. So bishop to g4, counter-attacking my knight, except that I'm just one step quicker. So they end up losing a piece. Effectively, I take the knight, they take my knight, I take their bishop, but they can't take my bishop back. So I am just up a piece. That pawn's out of the way. That rook doesn't really have anywhere to go. They try to attack those pieces, but it's not really much of a problem. Bishop back, defends that pawn. Happy days. They try to attack my bishop, move the bishop out. They attack the knight. That's fine. Potentially I want to trade. So here I decide to slide the king over, put pressure on the rook. They're forced to move the rook back. Now I bring my rook to defend that piece. That now allows me to move that knight. And I need to move the knight so I can move that pawn so that I can move my bishop, because that bishop otherwise potentially is going to get trapped. So that's what I do. Move the knight, attack the bishop. And here, I think the opponent that was a relative inaccuracy. They make a relative inaccuracy, and basically nothing really happened. I'm basically around +5, +6 territory. Again, easy to play, fairly easy to win. Push a pawn, basically. Now I've got an escape for my bishop. There we go. They finally developed the other knight, but it doesn't really matter. I'm now here just looking to see how I can force piece trades. Take, attack the rook. Yep, that's fine. Move the bishop out of the way. They bring their knight forward. That's okay. I decide to move my king so that I can potentially connect the rooks. There we go. Attack the knight. Trade knights. Happy days. Attack the rook. That's fine. King centralized. King's now defending all of these pieces. It's very, very good for me. They try to double up, but that's fine. Because, that has two defenders. And finally, they make one final error, hanging that pawn, takes, and here my opponent opted to resign. Good game. GG. My big takeaway from this game is to use your imagination and remember to have fun. The giraffe attack is silly, but the imagery is fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this video and thanks for watching.